Hi, cricket fans, welcome again to Island Up in Sports. Well, Darren Sammy is in the news again. Sammy said the officials, the umpires in Barbados, in the first test in Barbados, they admitted to their wrong. And he said he have no regret based on what he said in regards to the officiating in Barbados. But not only that, we also look at Steve Smith. Steve Smith is returning to the Australia team. That don't sound good at all for West Indies. Meet me on the other side. We're talking some cricket. The first test bowl off tomorrow. The second test, sorry, bowl off tomorrow. Cricket lovers, thank you so much, man. Thank you everyone for subscribing and liking these videos, sending up the channel. You know, we really like it. We're encouraged by what is happening. But there's an article that appears, right? From a credible source where Darren Sammy said he had no grudges against the umpires, or he was charged 15% of his match fee and fined one demerit point. I covered that already, right? So he said he have no grudges, and based on what Sammy is saying is that he don't have no regret. He said what he said based on what happened. But a very important part of it is that Sammy said, and I'm gonna read it to you, where he said the officials admitted there were errors in the match. So let's go. And I'm reading now. I'm going to quote from Darren Sammy. I'm quoting, not my words. These are Darren Sammy words. I'm quoting. West Indies coach Darren Sammy said that the match officials have admitted that there were errors made during the first test in Barbados, but insisted he owed no grudge against Adrian Olstock, who will move from being a TV umpire to an field umpire in Grenada. So you remember Adrian Olstock, it was the third umpire in Barbados. He will be on the field. We covered that too. All right. So the article, I'm not quoting now. The article go on to say that Sammy was fined 15% of his match fee and all of that, and critical thing and all that. But I'm quoting him again. What Sammy is saying. Listen to what Sammy said. And I quote, I said I wouldn't want my players to do that press conference because of the questions I think that would have been posted at them. I strongly believe in what I said. We had further chat with the officials. They clarified some stuff. There has been some admission of error as well. This was Barbados, we know, in Grenada, so we left that behind. End of quote. So that was what Sammy said. They talked to the officials and they admit that there were errors. Okay? And he said based on it seemed as if Sammy was trying to protect the players because he said based on the question that would pose to them. Alright, he said he had no regret based on what he said. He owed no grudges against Adrian Olstock, and he said he's human and he wish him all the best in the next match, which is the second test tomorrow in Grenada, Thursday, I would say. All right, but it's for them to admit the error. Yes, Darren Sammy say, "Oh no grudges." Okay, all right, but here the next part of it that is kind of Here the next part. The next part of this, the article go on to talk about Mr. Olstock because he's the center of attraction in this match. And to see him standing up in the middle, I think is a big no-no. Right? Big no-no. And the catch up from Hope is still lingering. But hear this now. Here where the bad news come for West Indies. Steve Smith is returning. The best batsman, one of the best in the world. He's returning to the Australia team. Remember now, he played in the test match against South Africa in England and his finger was broken. He's still not 100%, but he's coming into this test match. I wonder why the Australian have gone for him. Maybe they saw danger. So they have gone for Steve Smith, right? So this is what the journalist that is covering them, this is what is being said, that the journalist said. It is understood that Smith came through the batting stick without problem, right? And he said that after leaving the net, he talked to the physio and all of that. So batting practice. Quote, he seems pretty confident, right? Before training began. He's excited to be back, to get back in. It's been rough at the top of the order, so to add a little bit more experience is good for the group. So Australia they actually admitting that it is being rough at the top. So they gone for cement because remember it's a three test, you know. So if West Indies win the second test, it's 1-1. And then you have all the play for in Jamaica. So boy, the join for Steve Smith is showing that boy, the Australian they really see something in this West Indies team. They're not taking any chances, right? They're not taking any chances. Um, but as I said, this is not good news because listen to this. Listen to this. Smith averages an eye-watering 124.57 in tests against West Indies, which includes an unbeaten 200 in Perth in 2022 and 199 at Sabina Park and the 2015 tour. The last test he played against them, he was opening the batting at Gabba, where he was unbeaten at 91 when West Indies secured that famous victory. So you hear the man stats against West Indies. You hear his stats against West Indies. Huh? And the last time he played was 91. You hear this man stats again. It's not good news. It's not good news, you know. West Indies run through the top order the last time and so on. Steve Smith coming in will be some problem. It will be some problem. But tell me what you think about Sammy. You know what he's saying, and the umpires, the officiating team admit the errors. Tell me about what you think Steve Smith coming in. You know, tomorrow is cricket. Caribbean people love our cricket. Take care. We here, man. Right, you. All right. We'll talk.